What's actually exciting to me is day to day, like the kind of like unsung stories of like, I'll see like digital artists being like, I just quit my job because I am now can support like myself. You know, they're not making millions, but like I can now support myself. I can make a living off my own creative vision instead of having to do client work.
Yeah,
right.
And they never thought that was possible. Like that's the other thing that's super exciting to me is like, I always say like, you don't go into a career in digital art for the money, right? Like
right.
It's not like an easy career path. Like you're doing a lot of client work, you know, like, I mean, like in the music space, like we all work with like the dopest, sickest 3D like visual artists and stuff, right?
Right.
And like they're awesome and like they do all the dope visuals, but like that's still client work for them, even if it's cool.
Totally.
Like, you know,
they're doing what you tell them to do.
They're doing what you tell them to do.
Yeah.
And you know, the idea that like now they can actually make these works out of their own imagination, their own vision, and sell them as like pieces to be collected in the same way as like, you know, I was interviewing an amazing artist named Victor Mosquera who he did a lot of work for Odessa on their vocals.
Okay.
And I remember he said like, and he's become like a top like crypto artist. And he said like, digital artists can finally be artists. You know? And so
like create a vibe and like a brand that lasts forever.
Right. And like what's cool is like that doesn't mean they're going to stop doing client work. That's like a decision for each of them, but they just don't, it's not like they're reliant on that.
Right. It's like the only way they can survive as an artist is to do client work.
Exactly.
That's the way it's been for a long time, I'm sure. So.
And I think it's going to even out the dynamics a bit in the market too, because like all of a sudden, like, you know, it's a more of an even playing field. It's like, okay, this is a cool opportunity, but it's like, you know, they also have like alternatives that they can do too. So,
right.
and I think it's cool to see like, I love seeing like, you know, musicians come into the space and work with them in equal partnership and be like, yo, like, you know, we're both our names are on here and like, we're like, it's like equal billing, you know, and like, and it's cool. Cause like, you know, a lot of these guys have grinded for so long and what I said, like, you know, digital artists don't come into it for the money. So a lot of these guys never expected to be in this position. And a lot of them are you know, they got into it for the right reasons. They got like, you know, they're in it for the art and for the creativity. And so that's what I think has built such a special community around NFTs. Like whenever you get in it, you always hear people talk about the community. And it's like, that's the reason. It's like people co-promote each other, they co-sign each other. Artists can be impactful collectors, you know, like
right.
You look at like the traditional art market or even just like, you know, the top collectors aren't artists. They're like, you know, wealthy, you know, they're traditionally wealthy.
Right.
Because artists aren't capturing the value that they're creating. But now it's like some of the top collectors in the space are actually artists. That's cool.
Wow.